Okay, so we are done with the prerequisites of unit conversion. Now we are ready to start the topic. And the very first thing we need is a line. We call it a unit conversion line. Now, I would like the students to follow this approach. This is this involves a little bit of learning, but no big memorizing. The steps are very easy. And it's easy to remember rather than remembering the exact conversion multiplier or division factor. So to start with, we have 7 steps. I'm going to explain some of the terms I'm writing very soon. So first thing we need to understand that there are 7 steps and each step is of 10 units, let's say. Okay, that's the main thing, is the 10. Each step is of 10. Now we have bigger units, smaller numbers. Smaller units, bigger numbers. Remember this conversion statement, that whenever you are converting to a bigger unit, your number will become small. And whenever we are converting to the smaller units, our number will become big. So bigger unit, smaller numbers, smaller unit, bigger numbers. Okay. We will see the exact application of these points very soon. Now, I'm going to write two sides, left and right. Okay. On the left side, we will have bigger units, and on the right side, we're gonna have smaller units. So two sides, left side and right side, and left side we will have bigger units, smaller side we have, right side we're gonna have smaller units. Now, let's start with the line. The first thing we want to do on this line is a mark in exactly center. And here we are going to write MGL. Okay. Here M stands for meter, G stands for gram, and L stands for liter. Okay. And we know meter is our unit for distance, gram is our unit for weight, mass, and liter is our unit for capacity. Okay. On both sides, left side and the right side, we are going to make 3 marks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And as I said, on right side, we will have smaller units. So this is my right side, this is my left side, we should have bigger units. Okay. Now, the first one on the right side is deci. Then we have centi. Then we have milli. Okay. So these are the keywords we have to remember: centi, deci, centi, milli. And on the left side, we have deca, hecto, and kilo. When you are saying bigger units, kilo, hecto, deca, you will find that your mouth will stay open at the end of the word more compared to when you say deci, centi, milli. The voice is very small. It's centi, deci, milli compared to deca, hecto, kilo. That's how you can think of memorizing which side unit should come. Is it big or small? And this is the only thing we have to memorize other than these points. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things we have to memorize. 7 steps. Each step is of 10 unit. Bigger units, smaller numbers. Smaller units, bigger numbers. And then left we have bigger units, right we have smaller units. We are starting the unit conversion line with MGL in the middle. Then we have deci, centi, milli on the right and deca, hecto, kilo on the left. Okay, once we are done with this one, our approach is very simple. As we said, each step is of 10. So everything here, each step is of 10. So when we said 7 steps, those 7 steps refers to these 7 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 steps. And each step is of 10. Now, when we said bigger units, smaller numbers, and we know when we have to make a number small, we either subtract it or divide it. In our case, we are going to use division. And when we are trying to make a number big, large, we either add something to it or multiply something to it. In our approach, we are going to use multiply. Okay. Unit conversion, we will either use division or multiplication, but what is it? That is the multiples of 10. What we are going to do is we are going to check how many steps we are away from first unit to second unit, which direction we are going, and based on that we're going to multiply or divide by the multiples of 10s. Okay, but before that, quickly for distance, we are going to use these keywords and make our all the units. So we have kilometer, hectometer, decameter, decimeter, we have centimeter, we have millimeter. Okay, then we have kilogram, same here. Okay, the key one's gonna be then our CG, MG. You can just keep on using the same abbreviations here. Okay. Okay. Not all the units you will see in the real world problems. There are some key units we see in the real world problems, and that's more logical approach. But for us to understand how to solve any unit conversion, we can follow the one approach, and that is remembering how to draw this line. For that, you need to understand there are 7 steps. Each step is of 10. Bigger units goes on the left side, and they will have smaller numbers, and smaller units will have bigger numbers and they go on to the right hand side. For example, we have to convert 1 kilometer into meters. Okay, this is our first question. We need to stand on kilo and see how many steps we are away from meter. In this case, we are 1, 2, 3 steps away. Okay, so I'm 3 steps away. So I need to write 1 kilos, 1 as it is. 3 steps means 3 tens. Now, are we going to multiply or divide? This is the big question. Are we going to multiply or divide? Okay, our movement from left to right, our movement from left to right means we have to multiply, and our movement from right to left means we have to divide. In this case, we are going from left to right, okay, which means we need to multiply. And how many tens? 3 tens. Why? There are 3 steps, and we know in prerequisites we covered if we are multiplying multiple of tens, we just need to count the zeros. So we have 1, 2 and 3 zeros. 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times this one is 1, and 1 times this one is 1. So these many meters. Okay, now if we have, let's say, 5 kilometer to some millimeters, we will use the same approach. We stand on kilometer and see how many steps we are away from millimeters. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 steps away from millimeters, and we are going towards right hand sides, which means we need to multiply because we are going towards smaller units for which we will get bigger numbers. Bigger numbers we need to multiply. So 5 multiply with what? tens, but how many? 6 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, zeros, I'm going to count the zeros and write as it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1 times 1 in each case will answer 1. And in the end, we will do 1 times 5. The answer is going to be 5. So 5 kilometer is now converted into millimeters. What if we have 365 millimeter and we want to convert it into centimeters? Now we will go to millimeter and move towards centimeter. That is only one step, but we are going towards left, and going towards left means we need to do division, and since we are only doing one step, so we divide it with 10. So 365 divided by 10 is equal to 36.5 centimeter. Okay. We can solve a couple of more questions to revise the concept. Let's say 96543 millimeter to meters. We'll go back to the number line. We are on millimeter. We need to go to meter. Counting the steps, 3 steps, and going towards the left side means we need to divide. So I'm going to write my number as it is, and I have to divide it, means fractional division. How many tens? 3 tens. Okay. Again, if I simplify my denominator, 3 zeros as it is, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1. And now simplifying this back to the decimal form, I'm going to count my zeros. I have 3 zeros, so I have to count 3 digits from the right hand side and then place my decimal. So answer is going to be 96.543 meters. Okay. Let's do 596 grams to kilograms. Okay. Again, going back to my unit conversion line, and I can check how many steps. So gram to kilogram, again I'm going towards the left hand side and there are 3 steps. So let's divide it with 3 multiples of tens. When I simplified, I have 0, 0, 0, 3 zeros, and 1 times 1, and 1 times 1 means 1. And eventually I'm going to write my number as it is, count the zeros, 3 zeros, and count the digits from the right, 1, 2, 3, and place my decimal. That's it. So these many kilograms. These are some very simple questions on how to do the unit conversion. A quick recap. All we need to do is draw this number line and remember these 3 to 4 steps in solving this problem. The first is the number line will have 7 steps, which means 7 marks. And each step is of 10 units. That's why 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Bigger units goes on to the left hand side and smaller units goes on to the right hand side. When we have bigger units, our number will become small. When we have smaller units, our number will become big. And when we are making the number small, we usually divide or subtract. In unit conversion, we're going to divide. When we are going to convert a number to a bigger number, we multiply or add. In the unit conversion, we're going to use multiplication approach. Okay. With this, we have to just draw our number line and then check where we are and where we have to go. Based on that, how many steps you need to move, you will multiply or divide with that many tens and then simplify it.